Previously on Pauhana Travels, we tackle 20% grades down to Telegraph Creek to visit one of the most remote communities in northern BC and meet a couple of locals of the furry kind. Click the video link in the top right-hand corner if you missed this episode. After 2 nights in the Dease Lake area, Alaska was calling, and we found ourselves once again heading north on the Cassiar, headed towards the Yukon and our end goal of Alaska. The remote northern section of the Cassiar is a beautiful section of road filled with beautiful plateau vistas, crystal clear rivers and lakes, and an ever-changing vegetation around each bend. Although rugged and without cell service, fuel, food, and other services can be found in Dease Lake, Jade City, and Good Hope Lake. At mile marker 303 off the Cassiar, we find ourselves back at Dease Lake, first established as a Hudson Bay trading post in 1838, and was once part of a major transportation route to the north for trappers and traders. Today, you can find fuel and a grocery store. This is also where you would turn off the highway to drive down to Telegraph Creek. As we work our way along, notice all the pull-offs on the side of the road. We saw several RVs taking advantage of these turnouts for their overnight accommodations. As long as there's no signs saying no overnight camping, you are free to pull over and make it your home for the night. The pullouts are deep enough that you can be safely off the road for the evening. The next little community you will come across is named for the jade deposits found to the east of the community of Jade City, which is 2 hours south of Watson Lake. The Cassiar Mountain Jade Store offers free RV parking, free coffee, and free Wi-Fi, and they also sell jade products made from the nearby formations of the stone. To see our stop here on our southbound journey in the fall of 2017, click the video link above in the top right corner. 20 miles shy of our destination for today's drive lives the First Nation community of Good Hope Lake. Fuel can be found here, but has been known to be seasonal, so be prepared and make sure to fuel up in Dease Lake or Watson Lake if you're traveling southbound, just in case they aren't open or don't have fuel available. After an easy drive, we have arrived at Boya Lake Provincial Park. This provincial park offers 2 short hiking trails, a mountain bike trail, and limitless bays and islands to discover by canoe or motorboat. The main camping season is from May 15th through September 30th, with 44 vehicle campsites available, with 10 of those reservable online between May 15th and September 1st. The nightly fee is $20 Canadian until September 30th. Beginning October 1st, the campground access is available and free until the first snow when the park closes for the season. Welcome to beautiful British Columbia. Today we are currently camped at Boya Lake Provincial Park. This is about 50 miles south of Watson Lake at the end of the Cassiar, or if you're going southbound, at the beginning of the Cassiar. Cost to camp here is $20 a night Canadian, and they do have an Iron Ranger as well as a camp host. There's lots of activities here. There's hiking trails. You can rent canoes or kayaks down at the boat launch. The rentals is $20 for 2 hours. However, we have our Aquaglide Chelan double kayak, which we had replaced when we were down in Florida. And this is our first opportunity that we have to get it out and test it out. So we are going to do that today on beautiful Boya Lake.
This is a good way to do it to get the bulk of the air in. Finish it off with the other.
So as you can see, Gary just started to fill the kayak with coach air. It is not anywhere near full capacity. He'll top it off with the hand pump so we get to the right pressure. So we don't.
And I've got a low pressure regulator to see where I'm at. Or low pressure gauge. All inflated to the proper PSI. We got 3 PSI on the tubes and about 6 PSI on the floor. It's a really rigid floor. Whew.
Really cool. Well, we are here at the Boya Lake boat launch. Gary's getting our kayak ready. Mom and Dad are going to pick out a rental for themselves, and we are going to hit the lake. Gary's putting our keel in so we track straight. Okay, here we go. Gary's getting in. Well, someone just fell in the drink.
You fell in or jumping?
It wasn't us.
I saw the guy leaning over the bow. Wow, this thing actually feels pretty stable.
Yeah. What do you think, Sophie? Huh? All right, let's go for a paddle. That's actually a good spot for you, Sophie. So this lake is super clear, and the coloring is amazing. Look at that.
And coming up on our rear is Mom and Dad, Ken and Quimby from Quimby's Quest. They've decided to rent a canoe today. Mom almost went for a bath earlier than expected, but recovered quickly.
What do you think, Sophie? You're doing pretty good for your first kayak ride. So as you can tell right now, Gary is the only one paddling. And even with just one person paddling, this track's pretty straight.
Yeah, it's really easy to paddle. You're not fighting the track at all. Even with a little bit of wind right now, what happened? It's still low profile enough. It's not getting wind blown. It seems like a very great kayak, and it's got a lot of stability to it too. I mean, the secondary stability is really huge. It's great. This will be good for some good moving water rivers too.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
As you can tell, Sophie just hates it. Yeah. No, I said her name, so she's got to sit up. You're being such a good kayaking dog. You're just along for the ride, kind of like Mommy.
Yeah, that's for sure. Oh, man. I wish I'd get some help here paddling. Sure would be nice. Yeah, I get stuck doing it myself. I got a princess in the front. Maybe she'll get wet today.
No.
You just said it wasn't very cold.
Please don't do that.
That was just a little tease flash.
That was mean.
Yeah, that was nothing. life. Loving being on the water. And I can see the mountains while I'm on the water. That is a double bonus. That is the best thing in the world right now. This water is so beautiful, clean, clear, and cold. We're not swimming today.
They say you can swim in this lake though, but it's only May 25th, and I believe the park ranger, or down at Jade City, they said the ice had just broke off the lake about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
It's still cold.
Beautiful for a gorgeous day for kayaking.
This is a beautiful day. Oh.
I'd say it's close to 70 degrees was the predicted forecast.
Something like that, yeah.
We'll know when we get back to the rig and see what temperature it is.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And Miss Sophie's doing great, being a bow dog. Are you being a bow rider? Yeah. And I'll admit it, I'm enjoying being a princess and letting my prince paddle me across the lake. Is that
Turtle!
No, it's not a turtle, it's a stick.
Oh, I thought it was a turtle head. Just kidding.
Look how clear that is though.
Yeah.
You would think we were in the Caribbean with this color blue. It's just absolutely stunning.
The Caribbean doesn't have the mountains or the trees like this.
No, no. It's pretty spectacular.
Yes, it is.
It's beautiful British Columbia. Well, there's camp, nestled away in the trees. All right, I'm gonna head back to the dock. So, impressions on the Chelan Aquaglide.
The Chelan Aquaglide Chelan Tandem XB2 or something like that. Really nice kayak. It tracks very well. It's low profile, so you don't have to deal with the edges of the kayak when you paddle. It's super stable, even though you're sitting a little bit higher. It's super stable and very comfortable. You know, you could rock it back and forth quite a bit and not feel like you're going to go over. It takes a lot for it to feel like you're going to go over. It's easy to paddle. It's just smooth, and it's not aerodynamic, but water dynamic, I guess you want to say it. I don't know. Cuts through the water nicely. And it's a good looking boat. Look at that up there. And it's not, yeah, it's 15.5 feet long, but it doesn't seem that long. It handles well and maneuver, and close quarter maneuvering or tight turns and such. You can still turn it well.
And it portages well.
And it portages well, yes. It's easy to portage. It's a good kayak. Really like it.
So what'd you think?
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
It's so stable, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot more than those
and comfortable.
canoes, yeah.
But I mean, it's so much more stable than that kayak.
The canoe, yeah.
I mean, the canoe.
Yeah.
But even any kayak we've been in.
Yeah.
You can't hit this over.
Yeah, let's not try. Just try out in the middle.
All right, well, here was a star, well, the co-star of this episode.
Thank you. I'm always the star.
No, I think the star is Boya Lake.
Yeah. This is a good purchase.
But as you can see, this is the Aquaglide Chelan. This is a 2+ person inflatable kayak. And really, we felt really nice and comfortable on this bad boy. Look it, we have a guest. Someone doesn't want to live another day. What are you doing? Are you taunting our dog? What are you doing, Spirit? Are you trying to catch the squirrel?
This here is another. I don't know if we haven't discovered if it's an Alaska necessity yet, but it's sure proven useful last night. This is a Clam screen shelter. This is one of the larger ones. It's got 6 walls to it. The really nice thing about this particular one is it has zip-up rain shields. So this is the rain screen, or the rain fly basically is in place now, and it zips and comes off, and you just roll it up.
And it has a window as well.
Right.
We figured the Clam would come in really handy in Alaska because it does get pretty buggy. And this way we can still enjoy outside and not get eaten up by the mosquitoes. That's no fun.
Last night we had a pretty huge thunderstorm with rain and lightning and everything. And everything stayed dry in there. Just hooking up the guy wires. After I took the rain flies up, you had to reattach the guy wires, and those are important in windy conditions. And you know, on alpine lakes and all that, wind can kick up any moment, so always be prepared for all the kind of weather. Yes, last night, for example, we knew it was coming, just didn't know when it was coming, but we had a pretty big thunder and lightning storm come through, dumped a lot of rain. We watched it come through, then we went into the shelter, watched it more, and it started raining heavy, put the rain flies down, and it stayed bone dry in there all night. Not that we were in there all night, but it stayed dry in there all night. The wind, it didn't move in the wind. There was a little bit of gusty wind here and there, and it stayed tight. So this is a Clam screen shelter. We'll put a link down below.
I think it's called the Summit.
I'm not sure exactly what it's called.
I don't know.
But it's about time to step inside because skeeters are getting hungry.
One right there.
And right there.
All right. Well, it's our final night here at Boya Lake, and let me tell you, right now we're getting a fabulous sunset. It is 9:30, 9:26 to be exact, and right now, look at that. That's the reflection of the mountains on the water. Let me see if I can. Oh, look at that. The mountains just came into view. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? 9:26, guys. And the sun is still way up in the sky. But we've got some beautiful colors in the sunset. And Mr. Gary is way down there, right there, getting photos. That's one thing. He has been really good about getting photos this trip. And we're gonna have some spectacular photography for you. So that's his main job. But I hope you're enjoying the sunset with us. This lake is amazing. And if you're going up the Cassiar, I highly, highly recommend you stop at Boya Lake Provincial Park. Next time on Pauhana Travels, we finish the Cassiar Highway and turn the wheels west on the famous Alaska Highway, and we prove how small of a world it really is when we run into some friends in Watson Lake.
As always, if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up down below. Leave us a comment and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. We thank you for watching.
Until next time, Pauhana.